It is a very beautiful and sunny Tuesday afternoon right here in northern Uganda, and my name is Layoo Charles. If you are a watermelon farmer or someone who is thinking of starting it, you're in the right channel. I am a watermelon farmer and I've been doing it for quite some time. So I'm here to share my experience with fellow farmers. So, one of the questions that I get every day on the comment section, people calling me all the time, is about the right chemicals, insecticide, pesticides to use when it comes to taking good care of your watermelon. Today we were spraying, and of course, the best time for spraying is early in the morning, normally around 9 when the sun has come, or a little later in the evening. And I have some of the chemicals that I want to introduce to you so that you can know if you are planning to grow melon. Please note that whatever you're going to see in this photo or whatever I'm going to mention uh, has not been sponsored in any way. So I'm just giving it because these are some of the products that I've personally used, and these are some of the brands that I trust. So starting with number one, normally when you plant your watermelon and the melon has germinated, of course, normally melon takes around 3 to 4 days and they start germinating immediately after planting. If you want to learn about planting, the germination bit of it, I have it all right here on this channel. You can check it out. So, the first stage, what are the things that you use? We have what is called mancozeb. Now I'm going to try to put it in a very simple term. Mancozeb normally helps your watermelon when it is too hot. It helps it to be okay, or when it is too cold. Maybe let's say the rain is too much. It helps. So mancozeb is used to spray quite a lot of things, but that is one that I recommend. You can always use that. It's normally written mancozeb 80% WP, or some is written Othane 80% WP. So depending on which company you're going to buy from, yeah, mancozeb is it. And this is how it should look like. This is 10 kilograms. It's saying mancozeb is a broad spectrum fungicide for use against early and late blight. So that is it. So that is in the first stage. Because normally when your melon germinates immediately, like let's say after 5 or 7 days, you can start doing your first spraying. Then, secondly, another thing that we use is rocket. Now, rocket is an insecticide and it normally helps you to take care of other insects like the locusts, maybe the fireflies that normally comes to disturb your melon. But of course, one thing you have to know is a rocket is very poisonous, and it can burn your crops if you overuse it. So it's always advisable to use rocket only for 1 or 2 times only when spraying, and then you can switch. You can see right here, this is another one. This is called oceramatin. People pronounce them different. The oceramatin. But this is from also, that's the company. But then we also have Dudo oceramatin, that is from Bokol, I think. So why do we recommend oceramatin, or why do I recommend oceramatin? This is an acaricide and also an insecticide. This is good because it helps to attract bees actually in your garden. So something you can be using to get rid of the insects that will be coming is actually one of these that you can use. So you are immediately after switching from rocket to ceramatin, you're going to be using it until the end actually. So that is it. Another thing I need to talk about is the fertilizer. We do have different types of fertilizers. There's the liquid one, and then we do also have the water soluble ones or the foliar fertilizers. One of the fertilizers that I highly recommend is called Vegemax. Now, Vegemax is a plant foliar fertilizer, and it's highly recommendable because this is organic and it actually does tremendous work to your plants when you use it. Now the prices really varies. Like this one we bought, this should be around 500 mils, I think. But depending on where you're buying it, the price always varies. Another fertilizers you can use, we do have this. This one is water soluble. It's called Crop Champion. It also does quite a lot. You can always go and read more about this. And if you want to know how to measure them, you can always read, on the back, they normally indicate. For example, with ceramatin, you can put 30 mils in 20 liters jerrycan or 20 liters sprayer. Today we are using 16 liters. Please, with the sprayer, buy the one you can manage because with melon there's a lot of work. So if you cannot manage 20 liters, buy 16 because sprayer is too heavy actually. So this is called Crop Champion, and from what I can see, they say it is manufactured using modern high tech for crops to absorb quickly and also improves the quality or of the growth plants. So one thing I have to tell you about fertilizer, we have Crop Champion, we have Vegemax. There's another one here. This is called Easy Grow Flower and Fruit. We do have Easy Grow Vegetative. There's another one called Mazao. So it's always advisable to be using your fertilizer, spray it at the interval of after every 2 weeks. You don't want to be using fertilizer in your garden every week because what does that do? Fertilizer, when you overfeed it with your crops will only be growing and extending throughout the garden, and at the end of the day, they may forget to bring in fruits. So that is it. Uh, if you want to know how to measure, normally when you buy all these things, like the sprayer from Bukola, normally this is Bomba Magoba, but also there is a 20-liter one. It's called Bomba Caliber, something like that. Normally, one thing I love about Bukola is that they bring their things with some safety things like the mask, something to cover your eyes, and then those things for measuring. But normally, especially if you're dealing with, let's say, this powdery one or the water soluble one, you can always be using a tablespoon like this. So when you measure one, that is around 10 grams. So that's one easy way. But for the liquid ones or the foliar ones, you can always maybe measure because that one it's measured in terms of milliliters. So basically, that is it. But one thing you can know is that there are stages for spraying. We do have the first stage, which is the vegetative stage when it comes to melon. That one you use mango zeb, you use other insecticide like rocket 1, 2 times, and then you switch to ceramatin. We do have the second stage, which is Actually, that is more like second and third, which is uh, the fruit and flowering stage. So there are also other fertilizers you can use, like in that stage of fruit and flowers. Uh, you can always also consult your agronomist if you have one. Of course, I highly recommend investing in one because it helps. If you get an honest agronomist, that would actually save you a lot. Because farming nowadays needs a lot of information. If you lack information, it's not going to be easy for you. So be flexible, be ready to learn. If there's something you are seeing is different in your garden, ask someone and they'll help you. This is 6 acres, and today's melon, this melon is probably, I'll have to check my book, but we are probably in the third or fourth weeks actually. And yeah, in the next few months from now, we should expect quality and healthy melon right here. My name is Charles Layoo. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.